Hi everyone. So in this video, I'm gonna explain about data types. So in Python, we have many data types, and I explain like each what are the data types and what are the different things are available. And after that, on a specific topics like string, list, dictionaries, those things, I'll make a separate video on each topic. So let me create a Python file. Data types. See, first one is like we have numeric data types. So the first one is like numeric data type. So what are the numeric data types are like integer, like int, float, and complex. Those are belongs to numeric data types. Let us assume like if you have x variable and if you assign that to 10, like see basic definition of data type is the type of data that you are going to assign to a variable. So here we have 10. So if you assign 10 to this variable, then that is nothing but a data type. So what is the data type of this particular x? So if you want to check series, just use this print, and after that use this type of that variable. So now let's run this script. So here you can see, so you get the class as int, so it belongs to the integer. Suppose if you want if you have 10 point something like 5 6 or something, then run, so you will get the class as float. So in numeric, we have three things, like one is integer, and one is that is integer is nothing but int, and after that float. If the numeric has a decimal values, then it is nothing but a float, and you have a complex. So complex you can create in this way. Suppose that something like y equal to 6 plus 7j, then print type of y. So if you run this script, here you can see you got the thing as complex. Why you got the complex? It is in the form of a plus ib. So in mathematics, we solve many things related to complex numbers. Like it has some real part, at the same time it has the imaginary part also. So that's why like not only you can able to do like this. Suppose you have something like z. So z equal to complex of 3 comma 4. Then if you enter this print c, then if you run the script, here you can see you got the value as 3 plus 4j. In this way you can do. And one more thing I want to discuss about typecasting. Typecasting is like you can convert integer to float, float to integer in a easier way in Python. So simply that concept is known as typecasting. You can convert the list to set and set to list, and these things you can do easily. So let us assume we want to there is a float value. Suppose if a is there, so a is nothing but 4.56 is there. So then you want to convert that into an integer. So how we have to do? B equal to int of, just you need to pass this variable. So obviously this is a float value. So now if you apply this thing to this, and it will convert that into a float. Now we can print the type of print here v type. Then here you can see type of the. So let's run this script. So here you can see. So basically it's a float. We are converting that to a int, and you can see the value also, just to see like what it was printing. See, it it is a 4. So the decimal values is like whatever you put, so that will be removed, and it will give the numerical value. So that is the type conversion. And so these all about this numeric data types. Now we have a text data types, that is nothing but a string. So what is a string means, if you have some data like whatever text data, if you indicate that data in the form of single quotes or double quotes, that is nothing but a string. So let's assume like so you have to declare that as an str, like so let's assume like a string one equal to You can give any place or names or anything. So let's give India. So you declare this thing in a double quotes, and you can see print type of string one. Here you can see. So it is a type of a string. So you can declare that in a single quote, or you have to declare that in a single quote or double quotes, but you can't do it on both. Yeah, suppose in case if you want to uh suppose there is a, you can add multiple words also, something like whatever thing, so you can able to run this and still it will work. So you can give multiple content, a paragraph and whatever content, so that is all belongs to the string only. So whatever things you indicate in double quotes or single quotes, then it will be by default it will take as a string. So then what you have to suppose in case you want to the word is like India's population. So here you have the question like why it's just giving error. So you have to make it as you have to declare that in a single quotes or double quotes. I'm declaring it in, it's not possible. Then suppose you are using this single quote, then you have to enclose all those things with the double quotes. See, now it will work fine. It will get the print. So here you can see, and I just want to print that string one also. Let's see India's population. Suppose you want to print double quotes, then you have to make sure this with the single quotes, and uh, here you can declare that in double quotes. Just to say India at the rate. Just run this. So here you can see you got the double enclosed, like double quotes and with the data. So in this way you can do. So it is a different, it's a big topic. I'll explain in next video complete details about string, and complete separate videos on list and tuples. Next we go with the sequence data. So basically, if you're coming from other programming background, so you know about arrays. Array, what is array? Array is a finite ordered collection of homogeneous data elements. Like so, in case if you see array, so it will store only the similar data, like so you can't store some different data in a single variable. So in Python we have a list, so whatever operations arrays will do, so all the operations can be done using list. So you have to declare that list as a rectangular braces. Like suppose you have fruits. Let's take example of fruits is a variable, and you have to indicate that list in this rectangular braces. Inside this, you can put whatever data you want to. Like you can add this strings also, like apple. After that, you have to, after finishing that one element, you have to give another element by separating with a comma. Apple, banana, and after that, grapes. The best part is like you can add multiple different data types also. You can give the number as one, and after that, the 2.3.4 or something. So these things also still it will work fine actually. So that is the best advantage of this list. So see, then after that, you can print the type of fruits. Let me comment on all these things. Print the type of fruits, and after that, print fruits also. Let's see what we're gonna give. So if I run this script, see, this is the type is list, and these are the elements and values present inside this list. Suppose if you want to access one element, then you have to go for this like this way. Suppose if you want to the element is like this is the first element, but the index is like zero. Zero in programming numbers will start from 0, 1, 2, 3. So in mathematics it's like 1, 2, 3. So but anyway, like number starts with zero only. So you have to indicate it as a zero. You have to mention it as a zero. Then See, you can get the value. So this is again different topic. If we can do many multiple operations with this thing, so I'll cover the list in a separate video. So I think this just like I'll cover the what are the data types, and we'll go for the next. So now the next thing is like tuple. So tuple is like immutable, basically used to group the related data. You have to declare that with the you know, let's take one variable that is known as a point. So you have to declare that in this parenthesis, like square, normal round braces. You can give different values like 3 comma 5. And so now just print this, print type of point, and after that, point. So basically, list, dictionary, and strings. Those are the most useful and important things in the data types. You have to be comfortable in on those three things. See, this is a tuple, and this is the example. And I'll give explanation on this. After declaring that, I'll give explanation on these topics also. Let's take this. Now we can go with this. Dictionary, that is nothing but a mapping data type. We have mapping data types. Why we call it as a mapping data type? Because it has some key and value page. Like based on the key, you can identify, you can get the value. So that is nothing but a dictionary. Uh, so let me copy this and after that, so dictionary one. So that is equal to um, control V. Sorry, so let's assume student that you can see print the type student will done there. So it's a dictionary. See, basically you have to declare dictionary in this curly braces, and you have to indicate the this is one, and after that this is the first entire thing, and after that this is the next thing. You have to indicate with the key and value pairs actually. So this is the key, and name and age are the keys, and these are the values, and you have to remember like keys are unique. So whatever data you give, so like those keys has to be unique. So if you give it, it won't allow the you know the key has to be unique. So it can't allow the duplicate values for the keys. That you have to remember. And after that, we have a set. Set is unordered collection of unique elements, and it will allow you to perform some mathematical set operations also, like union and intersection and difference. So those things you can do with the set. So you can convert. Basically, we'll do a lot of problem solving things. In that case, we need some only unique elements out of a list or out of a particular sequence or something. Then in that case, we go for this set. So set is like declare with this curly braces only, but you don't have to give this like semicolon there, like colon there. Yeah. So let's take example as fruits only, like fruits equal to, now you given this curly braces here, you given this apple, and after that banana. So these are enough. Just print a type of fruits. So let's run this. Here you can see the thing is set. So it belongs to set. Okay. Next we have this Boolean. So we have data types of Boolean, so which I already explained in this logical operations and this topic. So you can refer that video. We have only two things, like either true or false. You have to declare it as a true, or you have to make it as a false. Those two things are belongs to Boolean. So yeah, basically be used in the logical condition building, then we have to go for that. And another one is like none. So none data type is something like, suppose if you want to assign some value as none to, like null value to a variable, then you have to go for in this way, like you assign something to variable as none. Then if you print this, what is the type of this var means you can get the value as none. See, none type. So these are the basic data types. I'll give some basic definition, like basic difference between all these major data types, like set, list, dictionary, and tuple. Um, so basically, set is like mutable, list is mutable, and dictionary is also mutable. Tuple is immutable. What is the meaning of mutable? So mutable means which can change actually. So see why we can change. See, once you initialize this list in the middle of the process, also you can modify that. Suppose this first element, the index 0 is apple. In the process, you can modify this as a different like pineapple or grape. So that is done. That is possible. Similar to all this thing, that is the meaning of this mutable. And why this tuple is immutable means once you declare this ways, you can't change this. Like the first element is like three. So after the process, in the middle of the process or anything, then you can't modify this. That is the meaning of this mutable and immutable. And what is the difference of this order and unordered? See, order means like you have some sequence, like see, let us assume set. So in the first step, it was like this. Once you rerun the set, then these positions might be changed. You don't know the exact positions of the set. So that is the meaning of this unordered. And ordered means whatever way you give, like for this list, whatever way you give, so that the sequence will remain constant. Like you can modify the elements, that is true, but at the same time, if you run the script for multiple times by declaring the list, by declaring the tuple, so the positions, like the order of this particular sequence will be remain same. So that is the intention difference between this order and unorder. And the major thing is like set won't allow duplicates. Like suppose if I want to mention it here, it has also Apple. It won't be possible in set. So it only gives this unique values, and it won't possible with the duplicates. And list. So list you can make it as a duplicates, because it will deal with the index. So that's why you can make it as the third element, as the fourth element as Apple. That is also fine, not an issue. And a dictionary, you can't make it as a duplicate. Why? Because see, it has the keys, right? So you have to give key and values. So obviously, so maybe you can duplicate this values, but you can't duplicate with the keys. So that's why it won't allow any duplicates. And tuple. So tuple means yes, it can allow the duplicates. And so these are all about this data types and available in Python. I hope you learn something new and interesting things. In the next video, I'll take each data type and I'll explain what are the methods available, like how we have to access those things and how we have to use those things to build some applications and in this way. Thank you.